That is a Garthak?
What's up, guys? I'm Formula D driver Jeff Jones. We're here at beautiful Willow Springs. Today, I'm going to teach you how to drift. Alright, we just got done doing the dummy donut. Now we're going to do the controlled donut. So, just like the dummy donut, the takeoff is the same. We're going to put our cone right here now so that we can actually have something to go around. We're going to pull up to it, want the cone to be about 5 feet out. Turn the wheel all the way to the left. Clutch is in, first gear. Rev the engine up to 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs. And then boom, release the clutch really fast, get the wheels spinning. Once the car rotates around the cone, it's going to get to about 20 to 45 degrees as rear end rotating around you. You'll feel this in your shoulders, you feel it in your back. Also, this normally takes about halfway around the cone. So once you start feeling the car slide out from underneath you, that's when you let go of the steering wheel. It's kind of like when you're in a parking lot and you're driving and you go to make a turn and you don't turn, you just let the wheel go and it straightens out on its own. That's counter steering itself, and we're going to let it do that same way while drifting. We're going to let it counter steer, but we're going to keep the gas on just like the dummy donut. That way we can keep the back tire sliding. And then we want to keep our eyes focused on the cone and control it going around. So we'll be working somewhere between 30 to 80% on the throttle and modulating the steering wheel to match that, to keep us going around the cone. So best way to do this is for me to show you and then you try it.
I'm ready.
Cool, let's do it. So now we're going to do a controlled donut. So let's take ourselves over here to the cone that we have set up. Alright, now a controlled donut. Very similar to what we just now did, but now we're going to actually let the wheel go so it can correct itself. Similar to being in a parking lot, this is a normal thing. You're driving, you turn left. As the car, you want it to straighten out, you let it go. It spins to correct itself. That's a normal thing. Same thing we want to do here. Once the car gets about 20 degrees to 45 degrees around, we're going to let go of the wheel. That typically takes about maybe a quarter to halfway around the cone before you really start to feel it slide out. You'll feel it in your back and shoulders. You'll feel the car rotating around you. That's when you let go of the wheel. But you want to stay on throttle. Same thing in the dummy donut. Stay on throttle and try to balance out the two. You'll work yourself anywhere between 20 to 80% on the throttle doing a controlled donut. Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
Turn the wheel to the left. Pretty simple once we get around it. I'm keeping my eyes on the cone, and right now I'm at a low wheel speed and I can get really close to it. You see the cone's just right here. Now I'm going to pick up the wheel speed and you'll see that the cone moves a little bit further away and I've had to increase my angle. So if I want to go bigger, I just turn away from it and we start to get a much bigger donut. We even have 2 cones, so I can go around both of those. It's by increasing our wheel speed and turning out away from the cone. Make sure you practice that in a safe area, but that's the basics of doing a donut. Understanding the basics of a donut will help you when you're doing your 3rd gear, 2nd gear drifts. Maybe you have a problem and you're not sure why the car's sliding out or you don't have as much angle in a certain area. The simple techniques right here can help you to explain it when you're doing that. So rev it up here, okay? Yeah, so we want to do a controlled donut. We want to start with ourselves about 5 feet off from the cone. And typically if you're in a left-hand drive car, it's always been easier to do donuts to the left. So if you're a right-hand drive car, I would suggest going to the right. It's just a visual difference. It's not much, it's visually it changes things. So what you want to do is the same thing as the dummy donut. The difference is once we've gotten started, once the car gets 20 to 45 degrees out, start feeling the car rotate out from underneath of you. Feel that in your shoulders. The car's rotating out, you'll let go of the steering wheel. Let it counter steer on its own. Some cars you might need to apply a little bit of counter steer, get it going in its direction. And then you'll, same thing with the gas, keep it up, play with it, keeping that going around the cone. So let's give that a shot. All the way to the left. First shot, we got around it a few times. Some of the problems that you're fighting is balancing gas and steering wheel. You're correcting 2 things at the same time.